Hello there, I'm live for about an hour or so now. I'm going to do something called Causal Body Sound Harmonization. You're probably watching this on recording right now. Most people probably do. So I want to say is feel free just to skip ahead like 5 minutes, 6 minutes or so to when I get started. I'm just going to kind of give an introduction now and you probably just don't need to hear it. So skip ahead, you'll see me holding a gong, and that's a good point to revisit if you want to join in with this. But suffice to say, those of you that want to hear a bit of introduction about it, I'm going to get in a minute to just explain what I'm going to do, and more importantly, why I'm going to do it. You know, since I'm on here, had some questions come in this week. What was one I was going to say? Yeah, so before I get started here, someone asked a question about manifestation. So just say something about it. So I'm going to say this. Say two things. Consider that there's two parts of us that actually contribute to the manifestation process. We've got the soul, right? And I can't show you what the soul is, but if you're watching this, you're alive, the soul is doing something, okay? The soul manifests. We've got that part. Second part is the will, the mind, the mental body. That directs it. That says where it goes. That adds a bit of oomph to it. Where people get a little lost with the concept of manifesting is they think that the mind is where it happens, and it is not. Not at all. It's not the origin of it. So consider we've got these two parts. You might compare the engine of a car to the steering wheel. The engine is the soul, the steering wheel is the mind, the directive component to it, right? So as long as the engine's working, as long as the engine's switched on, you know, you can hit the accelerator, you decide where you go. What we have to work with is the mind. So we can say with the directive mind, we can say, I'm going to get out of the way of this far stronger manifesting capability. I'm going to slow this down. I'm going to give this more room. Then we can say, I'm going to decide which way it goes. I'm going to do more of this and more of that, because I see the soul has a flow going in a certain direction, and I'm going to add to that because I see a manifestation is already taking place. We can say there's something I want to happen, there's this and this and this and this, and then we can see what the flow towards that is. That's how the two of them work together. The first thing I want to say. Second is you think about the timeline of things in your life that you want to make happen. Now, I'm going to be 46 years old soon. I could say by the time I reach my birthday in October, I want such and such to happen. Okay, or I can say by the time I'm 60. I want this, this, and this, and this, and this to happen, which will include all of the manifestations that take place before that. So I'm just want to throw that into your minds, as it were. Think about, first of all, the two parts of you that manifest and the order that happens in. And the second is the timeline upon which you are manifesting. I would encourage you actually to cast your vision further ahead, much further ahead, and then that, because that includes all these things that happen up to that point, right? Because how could it not, right? So as for us now, I'm calling it causal body sound harmonization. Let me start there. What's the causal body? The causal body is a concept, right? It's a concept, because I can't show you that either. But you're familiar with the mental body because I just mentioned it. You're familiar with the emotional body because you have them. Consider that the causal body is a little further out. If I do that, not an exact, because it's going to move. The causal body, as I would define it, is your interrelationship between everything else, right? Here I am in my home, in my study, my office, and so on. I've got my mental body, emotional body in operation with my auric field, deciding what happens in here. But what's going on with the collective, what's going on politically, in this country, around the world, well, that is relating to my causal body. And how good I feel and how much good I can do in the world is contingent upon how clear and how functioning and how strong my causal body is. That's what we're working on. And why to use sound? Well, let me explain what I use, because I haven't done this for a while. I realise that. So with the tools I work with, I'm going to start with the gong. Whoops, see, it's over there. Start with the gong, and I'm breaking up energy, because you've got to think about consciousness gets stuck in place. It shouldn't ever get stuck in place, but it does. You want to break that up a bit. You want to break that up so it can move freely and reconfigure as it's supposed to. Then I'm going to work with the didgeridoo. Now, you probably can't see here, but I've got a grid. I don't need to have a grid. You don't need to do these things, but it just helps my eyes and maybe the more masculine way that I work to follow a shape. And this grid here, if I could show you, is the shape of the tree of life, the Sephiroth. Now, it's not that I'm so into that tradition, but the actual grid, the actual shape of it is almost humanoid. And so I work on that shape as if I had someone here. And those of you who asked me to do distance healing on you, I'm working in a similar way. I'm working on your body as if you were here, right? In a distance way, in a remote way. So consider the collective mind, the collective consciousness. It is a body. It's a body of, in this country, millions of people, and across the world, billions of people. In this city, hundreds of thousands of people, right? It's a body. And so I'm working on that. And specifically, those of you that are watching now are going to watch this on recording. I'm working on you. I'm working on you as a collective body. To move energy so you don't need to hold it. That's what sound is for. Sound is for getting above and beyond cognition and information and mind, right? Working with didgeridoo so far, I'm still clearing. I'm still getting in touch with, so we can clear or alchemize that. I'm going to do a balancing with the tuning forks. I'm going to do a tuning work with the bowl, and the last thing I will use, so you can just see it up close, which is just really lovely. Look at that, beautiful, isn't it? This is my flute, and with that with my flute, I'm sort of weaving that into, weaving that higher energy into more into the physicality of our body, right? Beautiful flute here. Got it locally from music therapists. This is a brand. I don't know why I'm going into this now. It is a brand. They're called, I don't know. This is probably going to invert it, but it's called High Spirits. Look, it's doing it backwards. High Spirits, and they make these beautiful pieces like that. Anyway, I'm rambling. Let me get to work. If this is your first occasion doing this with me, this is really simple. You just need to make yourself comfortable, lay down, do whatever you want to do. I'm doing this on Facebook Live now. Most people are going to see this on YouTube or whatever. I do this on Facebook Live because it seems to pick up the sound quite well, and I just work with that. What is actually happening is I'm working on your etheric field. So you don't need so much to be hearing the sound, but just know that that's directly what I'm working with. It would be different if you were here in person. All right, so make yourself comfortable. This should be easy, and all I'm going to do is ask you to be comfortable, make yourself comfortable. I'd suggest you close your eyes. There's really nothing to see. Really nothing to see. Just close your eyes, make yourself comfortable. I'm going to be working for about 25 minutes, just so you know. This doesn't need to be a long thing. I don't ever really go on for ages and ages with anything I do. Let's take a breath together. Just going to start with a brief prayer. Welcoming and calling in your higher presence, your greater self, into the body as we ground ourselves. First of all, we ground our energy beneath us. We connect our energy field above us, calling a web of light, a web of love around us, asking that we be of service, asking that we receive what we need, we release what we don't need, and calling forth grace as ever and always for ourselves, our family, for all that's important to us, and the world in general. And welcoming the very greatly loving angels that serve and serve by our side and through us all. And we say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So let's take a breath, just close your eyes, and I wish you all a beautiful experience. the eyes closed for a couple of minutes here, and just be breathing in our own space as we are. Let the body rise and fall. Let the body expand and contract. Let the breath lead you. Because truly, that's the depth of what we're looking to do here. Shift and reconfigure the environment around you and in you, so that your powerful light can have space to move as it needs to. Just continue to breathe. It's good practice to, again, ground oneself after doing something like this. We're grounding ourselves so that more of our presence in our body, walking the earth. Sending your energy downwards, there's no wrong way to do that. Finding that reconnection, feeling it. Let's take some deeper breaths now. Okay. Well, thank you so much for joining me for this. If you're on with me live, or if you're watching recording, thank you. I do appreciate those of you that write to me and tell me that you enjoy these. I know it's been a while since I've done it. It's been a few months. I don't know where the time goes. I am moving soon. This is going to be the last time I give this work in this room. I am moving, but I'm absolutely going to keep going with these. I'd like to. I'm saying a lot. So, wishing you all a wonderful weekend, because I'm doing this on a Friday in real time. Wishing you all a wonderful weekend. God bless you all. Thank you for joining me. Be well, and I will see you again soon.